I want to thank all of our parents, especially our senior SCA parents. Let's give them a round of applause, please. And then a special thanks to Miss Lank for helping to organize. Miss Lank, where is she? I see her over there. Mr. Hubesh, who worked with all of our performers. Mr. Hubesh, let's give him a round of applause. And Mr. Stewart, who is responsible for all the technical aspects. Let's give Mr. Stewart a big round of applause, please. Thank you. Okay, without further ado, we will invite our first student speaker, Mai Sapir. Where's Mai? Come on up. There she is. Give her a round of applause.
Hello everyone, students, parents, teachers, and family. My name is Mai Sapir, and I, along with a few other senior students, have been at ISP since 2012. I can positively say that things have most definitely changed. And when I think about it like that, it seems fake. I mean, I can't count the number of times that I've come home from school and complained to my mom about how much I can't wait to graduate. But now that it's actually happening, it's sad and definitely feels unreal. But along with the sad feeling, I am so excited, as I am sure all of my classmates are. We have successfully finished the most challenging time at ISP, with all the paper 1s, 2s, 3s, IAs, and the EE. I think we are definitely excited to move forward. Of course, it's sad to leave everyone and everything behind. We are going from being the seniors of school to freshmen again, from knowing everyone around us to playing icebreaker games and trying to make friends, which is inevitably scary, but something we all need. Or at least I do, because I personally can't wait to start in a new place with new people. A few of us have been at ISB since kindergarten or even before. A few came in elementary or middle school, and a few in high school. But in total, we all have managed to grow together in a way. I know we're not the closest grade, which teachers love to remind us about, but we still went through everything together. From asking for help in class, to texting about when the test is or how the test went, to being stressed outside of the Blue Room together. But of course, we didn't do it alone. I'd like to say a few quick thank yous on behalf of our grade and myself. Miss Lank, Dr. Sturb, and Dr. Calloway, thank you for staying by our side. Even though you might have scared us from time to time, you always offered us a helping hand and showed us what leadership is. Of course, standing in the hallways and greeting us in the morning, asking us how we are or wishing us good luck on our exams. Along with that, we also have amazing teachers. Mr. Bordalis, thank you for always being funny and managing to bring up our moods even on the worst days. And of course, blessing us with your singing at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Crane, thank you for being so helpful with psychology and everything else. Thanks to you, I have chosen what I want to pursue in the future. And finally, Mr. Edwards, thank you for making English fun, which is something I never thought I would say, but here we are. So on behalf of my class, TTFN. And of course, thank you all to all the other teachers that helped us along the way. Of course, the biggest thank you goes to our families, who didn't only put money on our Aramark accounts and drive us to school, but also helped us through our entire journey. From teaching us how to speak English to asking us how our English exam went, I couldn't be more thankful for everything you have done for me, and on behalf of all of my classmates who I know feel the same way, for us. So let's be honest, going to a new environment, a new school with new people is scary, but not everything has to be figured out. We're all going to experience the first year away from home and away from ISP together. So if you feel scared, which I know I will, remember that the rest of our grade is going through the same thing in all places around the world. So thank you for all the memories I have experienced in this school, for all the laughs, tears, and happy moments. And remember, this is not the end of our lives, just the end of this part of it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mai. And now with our athletic awards, I'd like to invite Mr. Anthony Hennelly up to the lectern. Let's give Mr. Hennelly a round of applause, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to announce the Sports Personality of the Year for the senior class. So this award goes to a senior that has done at least 3 representative seasons over the last couple of years. And this goes to somebody that shows determination, tenacity, and commitment to their training and games program here at ISP representing the Falcons. This award also goes to people that have shown sportsmanship to their fellow teammates, to their officials and the coaches whilst representing the school over the course of the last year and of course their whole upper school careers. And the two recipients today, I can say, are very worthy award winners. They represent ISP amazingly well when we travel anywhere within Czech Republic or in other countries, and have been respective captains for the teams that they have played for in the last couple of years, and indeed even in their middle school time here at ISP as well. So can we get a big round of applause to our two winners this year, are Max Dinsdale and Kaylee Manfredi. There's Kaylee. Good job, Kate. Good job, Max.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
One more round of applause for Kaylee and Max. Congratulations. Nice photo. Okay, each year the upper school proudly presents 4 special awards to graduating seniors. These honors were created by the faculty, who also nominate and select the recipients. It's important to remember that while many students are deserving, these awards are meant to celebrate the qualities they represent, qualities we see reflected across our graduating class. Today we recognize the recipients of the ECIS Award for International Understanding, the Griffin Award, the Lion Award, and the Falcon Award, each honoring excellence in areas such as global citizenship, academic achievement, community service, and school involvement. These awards remind us not only of individual accomplishment, but of the values that define our school community. And for our first award, the ECIS Award, I'd like to invite Mr. Crane to the lectern. Let's give Mr. Crane a round of applause, please.
All right. It is my pleasure to present the ECIS Award for International Understanding to Onni Mauni Sigurdsson. This award recognizes a student who represents their own culture with authenticity and pride, while also contributing to a broader sense of global understanding and community. Onni does this in a way that is thoughtful, genuine, and uniquely his own. There's a proverb from the Kalevala, according to Ms. Erlingova, okay, that feels appropriate today. Many a cake is beautiful on the surface, but there may be little of substance. Seek the truth that lies within, not the shine upon the skin. While the quiet nature Onni's voice is clearly expressed through his creativity, his craftsmanship, and his commitment to sharing Icelandic and Finnish culture with others. Through both his grade 10 personal project and his CAS project, he translated Icelandic sagas and brought them to life through illustration, making an important part of his heritage accessible and meaningful to others. His IB art exhibition continued this exploration of Icelandic themes, reflecting a deep connection to identity, tradition, and storytelling. Through his work, Onni creates art that invites others to see the world through his eyes, offering a perspective shaped by culture, craftsmanship, and reflection. And in doing so, his art not only shares his own understanding of the world, but encourages us to think differently about ourselves and how we connect to others. Onni is not only willing to share his culture, but also is open to learning from others. He approaches different perspectives with curiosity rather than judgment, seeking to understand cultures and ideas for what they are and what they can teach us. In this way, he reminds us that international understanding is not only about expressing identity, but about listening with respect and empathy. Lastly, Onni also shared his passion for blacksmithing in his TED Talk, The Power of Making Things That Last, where he reminded us of the value of patience, craftsmanship, and creating things with purpose and permanence. You're not the loudest person in the classroom, but you have quietly built bridges of understanding through art, language, and culture, and in doing so, you embody the spirit of this award. So, Onni talut Onni.
Congratulations, Owen. And now with the Lion Award, I would like to invite Miss Cupcake to the lectern, please. Let's give Miss Cupcake a round of applause.
Thank you. Good afternoon. The Lion Award goes to an outstanding senior driven by a true intellectual desire for truth, knowledge, and understanding. This year's recipient redefined what it means to be a scholar, and I feel many of us have learned just as much from him as we hope he has learned from us. Standing right here, right now, makes me feel really uneasy. I don't like being in front of a crowd. And to come up here, I had to remember that to conquer his own stage fright, this student once forced himself to give a full-scale TEDx talk in front of a full live audience. Talk about facing your fears. After talking to his teachers, I also realized that this determination is everywhere. Leading robotics, creating music, volunteering at a hospital. This student has met every challenge with incredible discipline, showing again and again that stepping out of your comfort zone is where a true desire for knowledge begins. And yet, in him, we see that true brilliance is like a crazy, beautiful contradiction. Let's look at his classes. In Langenlit, he made setting the academic standard look effortless, all the while making and taking a joke all the time. In German, and I am quoting here, he was a pure joy to teach, with his flawless pronunciation and, lest we forget, his total dominance in the game Stadt, Land und Fluss. In Econ, he could debate in English with the class and then turn around and in rapid fire Korean at the back of the class, leave the one friend who didn't speak Korean looking completely baffled, but still included in the drama. He earned the playful nickname Mark Scheme in math higher level for his sheer accuracy, but he would never be described as pedantic. He proved that you can operate at the highest academic level and still keep things fun. It takes a special kind of mind to pull that one off. And he did the same in my class. He was always pretending not to be playing that annoying clicking game on the laptop that I've never figured out what it's called. And at the same time, he was making kid slime and 3D printing ears so that he could pursue his interest in, yes, earwax research. You've heard it right. It is gross, I know, but that's him. He's choosing knowledge over the clean pathway, pun intended, because true intellectual desire is not rigid, and he is not. It is a creative mindset, and it is the ability to find wonder and joy in almost anything, even earwax. Beyond his brilliance and his curiosity, he has shown us that humility and integrity go together. I recently learned that he was accepted into a top university, and he kept it to himself. Me, I would have worn like orange bright t-shirt going, I did it, I'm awesome. Not him. But don't mistake his modesty for compliance. I want to share with you, last year he found an error in an IB exam mark scheme. Those happen. And he'd already gotten a 7. That wasn't the point. But he argued. And he argued because the truth matters. After many emails and moving back and forth, the committee admitted that perhaps he was right. For me, somewhere along the line, what started as a casual joke in calling him sensei solidified as a self-evident truth. When a student is so fiercely committed to correctness that he becomes the blueprint for unknowing audiences, as with his TEDx talk, his peers, international examiners, and his teachers, he really does embody exactly what it means to be an outstanding scholar. He is driven by true, unshakable desire for knowledge and truth. Recognizing and admiring these incredible qualities, the 2026 Lion Award goes to Sensei Donghua Shin.
Okay, continuing with the Falcon Award, I'd like to invite Mr. Jeff Penn. Let's give Mr. Penn a round of applause, please.
I guess they're both on. When you're old and you don't have cool glasses, I guess this is just how it has to work. But here we go. The Falcon Award is presented to a senior who has shown outstanding involvement in the school life of ISP, giving freely of her time to students, faculty, organizations, and projects. Today's recipient doesn't just meet that description, she completely embodies it. To give you a literal sense of her dedication, over the last 2 years, I've personally sat with the student, and I did the math, in 252 hours worth of meetings. In case you're interested, that adds up to 36 solid school days. And remarkably, that doesn't even include the endless hours she spent representing the student body in architecture committee meetings, teacher evaluation discussions, cafeteria committees, food service selection, and yes, even bathroom discussions. If there was a conversation happening about how to make ISP better, she was in the room. Her leadership is defined by a rare willingness to step up when things get tough. Last year, when the Student Council PR committee suddenly found itself leaderless, she didn't think twice, she stepped right in to guide that team, all while keeping on top of the Spirit Committee, the Project Committee, and her other duties. No task was too big, no detail too small. She was the one staying late after school decorating for the winter holidays. She was serving coffee and cookies on I don't know how many occasions. She oversaw 3 thrift stores and organized 2 entire field days. 2 years ago, as a representative, when the winter social was looking like a non-starter, she simply said, "I'm on it." She got the entire event on wheels, playfully but firmly bossing everyone into action and staying here until 9:30 p.m. to ensure it succeeded. Even when she was under the weather, she never missed a meeting, albeit occasionally overdosed on energy drinks. Her guiding philosophy seems to be a confident, "it'll work out," and then she puts in the grit to ensure that it does. Whether that means pulling strings, managing grade representatives with varying degrees of sternness, or having the maturity and humility to approach someone and apologize after a muck-up, she always finds a way. To put it briefly, she's a brilliant mix of terrifying, deeply charismatic, and incredibly effective. She just pulls it off every single time. And it's my honor to present this year's Falcon Award to Jackie Hayes.
Okay, our final award is the Griffin Award. I'd like to invite Ms. Link to the lectern. Ms. Link, let's give her a round of applause, please.
The Griffin Award is presented to a student who has shown outstanding characteristics of both scholarship and involvement in school life. It honors an individual who balances the desire for academic achievement and the search for knowledge with a deep commitment to serving our community and others. It is an absolute privilege to recognize a student who embodies this harmonious balance in everything that he does. When this student first stepped into my grade 10 English class, I was immediately struck by his willingness to grapple with big ideas and big books. He constantly stretched his mind and refined his voice. He was driven to be understood, but he was equally invested in understanding. That intellectual curiosity has flourished in the IB diploma program. Across the board, his teachers describe a student operating at the highest levels of academic excellence. In German, economics, physics, and mathematics, whether he is analyzing complex economic theories, exploring calculus, navigating a simulated crisis in history, or looking at knowledge from multiple perspectives in theory of knowledge, his academic standard is nothing short of exemplary. Yet, what truly sets him apart is not just his brilliant mind, but his deep integrity. He treats errors not as failures, but as essential learning opportunities to deepen his grasp of the world and the people in it. But scholarship is only half of the Griffin Award. This young person's heart for service extends far beyond the classroom walls. He is a cornerstone of our school community, empathetic and open-minded peer who generously shares his knowledge with others. Perhaps his most profound legacy at ISP is his passion for wellness and advocacy. Motivated by a personal desire to make schools safer, he spearheaded and co-founded Speak Out and the Student Welfare Club. From delivering peer-to-peer prevention workshops to younger students to collaborating with external organizations, he has modeled what it means to be a compassionate change maker. He reminds us all that true leadership involves not just good intentions, but consistent, ethical, and responsible action. He is an asset to his peers, an absolute pleasure to teach, an outstanding big brother, and a true reflection of our ISP values. Please join me in celebrating this year's Griffin Award recipient, Eliash Pokorny.
And now, with a musical interlude, I'd like to invite Bibi, Asha, and Tasha playing Landslide. Give them a moment to set out, please.
Yeah, you don't need that on.
Sorry. Maybe a bit higher. Yeah, that's good.
All right, give me 2 minutes. Be back on the floor.
Saw my reflection was covered with to landslide. Changing, 'cause I live my life. It's time to older, children get older, I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. shining, smoke covered hills, landslide, landslide,
Thank you, guys.
Okay, just a couple of announcements as we conclude our event today. First of all, a big round of applause for the class of 2026. Let's give it up for them again. Yes. Yes. We're so excited for the ceremony at Joking Palace. Just a few reminders. Students must plan to take taxi or public. There's no parking available there, just so you all know. And don't be late. No one's late, please. I will be prompt. If nothing, we will be going at 11 a.m. So thank you very much. So that's it for today. Students are going to go right into the theater. Parents, say goodbye to your students, or your sons and daughters, and we'll see you later on Saturday. Congratulations one more time. Thank you very much.